Hey, this is Graham down at Contender Bicycles. I'm going to do a video today about dropper posts, the reasons people are starting to pick them more and more for their mountain bikes, and then some things to keep in mind if you're going to upgrade your bike to a dropper post. So dropper posts are coming stocked on more and more bikes these days. A few years ago, you really would have only seen them come stock on free ride, all mountain, or like enduro bikes. But these days, more and more companies are adding them to their cross-country line as well. This Scott Spark Plus comes with a Fox dropper post, for instance. The reason people, and you're also seeing people put them on their cyclocross bikes and or hardtails too. The reason people are choosing to do that is because in technical and particularly steep terrain, it really allows you to get your weight to the back of the bike so that you can increase your handling, and then again on really steep terrain, prevents you from feeling like you're going to fall off the front of the bike. So things to keep in mind if you're going to be picking your post for your bike are, is your bike internally or externally routed? Most frames these days, model year, even a model year or two back, are going to have some sort of internal routing option or kind of a hybrid internal routing option. If they're internally routed, then the cable is running through your seat tube, up the down tube, and then usually out near the head tube, and then to the handlebar, to the remote lever. The hybrid ones are running down the seat tube, and then they pop out near the bottom bracket, and then externally routed up the down tube. So then the next thing to keep in mind is do you want a mechanically operated post, or do you want a hydraulically operated post, or do you want a electronically operated post? Most of the posts out there are cable actuated, meaning there's just a shift cable that runs from the lever all the way to the post. The reverb post offered by RockShox is a hydraulically operated post, so you're pushing a button and it's pushing fluid to the post. And then Magura offers a post that has a wireless electronic button that operates a little servo in the back that opens the post to drop. Another important thing to keep in mind is whether you want your lever on the left side or the right side. Most posts are going to come with a symmetrical lever that will mount to either side, but some posts like the Reverb come with a lever that is sort of left and right specific, so it's something to know ahead of time before you actually buy your post. Then the last thing you need to know post-wise is the diameter of your seat post or your seat tube. The easiest way to figure that out is going to be to just pull your old seat post out, and the size will be either engraved or printed on it. The most common sizes are going to be 27.2 or 34.9. There are a few brands out there that use a 30.9 as well, so just keep an eye out for that. Real quick here, we'll cut to a diagram that will help explain how to pick a post based on your saddle height. That'll determine how much travel you can use and even what brand of post you'll get. So when it comes to actually picking out your post and knowing which ones are going to fit for your saddle height, there's two pieces of information you need to know. One is what the minimum height of the post is and what the maximum height of the post is. So the minimum height of the post is the distance from the bottom of this collar, which is what would rest against the seat collar on your frame if you had to bottom it out, to the center of the rails. And that's as low as the post will ever go. The other information you need to know is the maximum saddle height, which is from the minimum insertion of the seat post to the center of the rails. And what you need to do is measure how much post is showing on your current bike from the top of your seat collar to the center of your rails. And as long as that measurement lies within the minimum height and the maximum height, then that post will work for your bike. If it lies outside of either of those ranges, it's either smaller or longer than that post is not going to work on your bike. The other important measurement to know is the minimum insertion depth, which is for seat tubes that have some interference from either linkages or the seat tube bends. What you need to know is you need to calculate the minimum height from the overall length of the post, and that's going to tell you whether the post is going to run into any either bends or linkage components of your frame. So I hope you found that information useful if you decide to upgrade your bike to a dropper post. If you have any questions on any of the information, please give us a call at the shop or bring your bike on in and we can help you pick out a post that'll work for it. Keep checking on YouTube. We'll keep making videos. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and thanks for watching.